Self-validation. I'm gonna tell you in the Kintsugi way, a Japanese way of self-validation. I myself had been seeking for external validation almost my entire life, to be honest. And it's only been this past few months that I finally started to validate myself. And it feels so good. It's very relaxing. I feel like I have less tension on my shoulders. And in this video today, I want to show you exactly how I did it. So let's go. So, self-validation in Kintsugi way. I have actually created this Kintsugi method to turn your pain into gift, and this is one of the fundamental for self-validation. Kintsugi is a Japanese art of fixing broken pottery with gold and lacquer. Instead of hiding the cracks, we honor them and we put the broken parts together and make it even more strong, more beautiful, more unique. So your plate, once it was broken, but now it's reborn in a more beautiful form. And I am embodying Kintsugi because 3 years ago I had been in a snowboarding accident and I broke my entire skull. I have dozens of iron screws, plates buried inside my face. In details you can see in my other video. So I'm not going to talk so much about it. So after the accident, there was a very tough time when I looked very ugly and I didn't want to look in the mirror because I was very swollen. I couldn't even move my face or make facial expression. I couldn't even put my pinky finger in my mouth. And then I started traveling, became a digital nomad, entrepreneur, started living my dream life. So I started sharing on social media that I am living the best life, dream life ever. I was not lying, but I still was seeking for external validation. I think you can relate to this, but I was still seeking for how many likes I get, how many followers I get, who is interested in what I'm sharing. And I was also very much seeking for my partner's validation. So if he doesn't validate me, I didn't feel like I'm a worthy person. My validation, my worthy was almost entirely dependent on someone else. My partner, my parents, the society, friends. So I was trying to find what is right thing to do for me, for them to validate me. So I gave up my core to someone else. Someone else had the answers to what it's worth about me. So I was trying to fit into that answer. That was very tiring. So then how did I come from there to now I can validate myself? This is a whole another story that I haven't shared yet because it's about internal wounds. You also have your past that you don't feel happy about remembering, or maybe you want to erase that memory, or something you feel like you failed, or bitter experience, a wound, emotional wound. I have many of these as well. In Kintsugi method, I started sharing my emotional wins. And interestingly, that's when I started to feel more strong, more confident. Showing your vulnerability, your weaknesses, is actually the signs of your strength. Showing your weaknesses, showing your vulnerability is actually the sign that you're brave enough, you're good enough, that you can show them. So people think that you are confident, you are strong, you can show these wins, because a lot of people cannot do that. We try to hide our cracks, we try to hide our failures. But once we start sharing, that's when you start to feel confident about yourself. Because you no longer have to hide about your past, or even something that you're trying to hide with your present self. Once you let go of this feeling that you have to hide this, then your heart is at peace, because you don't have to hold on so tight so that no one can get access to your weaknesses or wounds. When you open it up, you start to feel relaxed. It's kind of ironic, but it's really true. I really want you to try this, starting from something small. Something small, such as saying no to going to an event because you already have a plan with yourself to watch a movie at your home, because you might be feeling a little sick, or you might be feeling a little overstressed with your daily life and you don't want to go out. And you can just tell them that. You can be honest about your feelings. And you will be surprised how they would react normal. They wouldn't take it as a sign that you're weak. They would actually take it as a sign that you're strong. You're brave enough. You can say your opinions. You can stand up for yourself. So, your cracks, your weaknesses are not to hide them. But actually, these are exactly the reason why you shine, right? These are exactly the reason why you, yourself right now, is shining as you are right now. So don't try to hide them. You don't have to hide them because they are beautiful. Once you start realizing it, then you're going to be very relaxed about sharing your weaknesses. Once you start doing that, you start to have your core. You don't have to have external validation to feel confident. You already can validate yourself. So this is the Kintsugi method. I'm launching online course to go through this more step by step so that you can practice it more in your daily life. I have a waiting list for you, for those who are interested in it. I put the link below here, so please go to this link and subscribe and get into the waiting list. Okay, thank you so much for watching the video. 今日もありがとうございました。 See you on the next video. またね